Alright guys, welcome to another PYTHA basic training session. Okay, in this session we'll be covering three aspects, functions of PYTHA. First of all, we'll be covering multiple copy. This is found in part 2's one on the right over here. Okay, then we'll be covering on generators. Alright, we'll be covering on shelf generator and bottom shelf generator in this video. So over here you can see I have a plain empty carcass. I'm going to use this carcass and I will extend it to the right and create using multiple copy to create a divider. So over here I click extend. Alright, so in this video I won't be covering extend too much because I have another video that shows you the various ways that we can do extend. Okay, so I'm going to use a point to point method, okay, to change this carcass to the dimension that I want. So this time I want to do a dimension of 1000. Okay, and I hit only X. So you can see right now my carcass has been extended to 1000. Alright, so over here I click on main. Alright, I'll go to main part 2's one. This is where I found my multiple copy. Okay, so I click here, nothing happened. Alright, look at the left hand side here. It asks me for part 1. So I want to do a multiple copy between my left panel and my right panel. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on my left panel for the first part to do, select, and they ask me to second panel, I'm going to click on my right part. You can see just by clicking left and right panel, I can create multiple copies of divider over here. Okay, this divider is very good if you this multiple copy is good to use it for a cabinet divider. Alright, pretty easily. I can divide it into 3 parts, but or more, as you can see. So this time, for this demonstration, I'm going to use 1 and enter. So you can see that when I do that, on my right hand side, okay, it will actually change it. So I'm going to change the name to divider. Okay, and alright, so very easily you can see under part 2's one, okay, part 2's one multiple copy, you can easily create multiple copy between 2 panels, and PYTHA will actually follow the alignment, okay, for your copy. So this is actually quite a simple tool to use. Alright, so I can also, let me just do a little bit more. Okay, I can also use this multiple copy, and from here I have 2 points here. I can go to generator, and for the left side I'm going to use a shelf generator, and the right side I'll do bottom shelf generator. So I click on shelf generator here, I'll click on it, and you can see PYTHA is asking me for major point at the bottom left hand corner. So what I'm going to do for shelf generator, okay, there's 2 main key points that we need to do. First point is called the bottom left front. Okay, the first point, remember, is bottom left front. So where is this point? It is where my mouse is over here. Okay, bottom left front, click on it. This is your first major point. Okay, then PYTHA asks for pick second point. Remember, the second point is called the right top back. Okay, right top back. So it's over here. Okay, it will be easier if you rotate the view to something like what is mine here, and you can pick 2 points easily. So remember, first point, bottom left front. Second point, top right back. Okay, so this shelf generator option will appear. This is where you can control the shelves generator, the dimension generator for you using shelf generator. So over here you can name the parts. Okay, so this will be the part of the shelf that the blocks that you created. So 1, 2, 3 over here, you can see 3 blocks. Okay, and you can name it here. Okay, so you have see the width here. Okay, do not touch the width. Alright, don't change the width because PYTHA automatically generate the width for you based on the 2 points that we have selected. So this is a very smart program here. Okay, next thing, you can change the dimension, the thickness of your shelf generated over here. So very easily you can see if I were to change it to 18, okay, it will grow thicker. So for this time, we just use 12 for demonstration. Next thing we want to talk about is the setback. Okay, let me zoom in. Okay, so setback actually refers to this distance here. Okay, the front of your shelf to the alignment of your carcass. So this distance where my mouse is pointing, it's 20 mm based on here. So if I change it to 30 mm, you can see it moves accordingly. Okay, and then we'll talk about gap. Okay, for gap, I'll change it to a front view. And when I zoom in here, you can see that there is a gap here. This is where you control the gap. Alright, so we know that if we put a 0 gap, what happens is that your shelf will not be able to fit into your carcass. So minimum, most of the time, we'll use a 1 mm gap over here. So we'll just leave it as 1. Alright, so let me go back to axonometry view. Okay, you can see over here, my shelf is slightly jagged out. Alright, you can see over here. So what we can do, we can get PYTHA to align it to the back, align the shelf and get it flush to the side. How we can do that? We choose on that and we choose that pick again. So this way, PYTHA will automatically flush and recalibrate the shelf to fit into your carcass. Alright, and of course we can control the number of shelves that we have over here. Okay, so we'll just do 2 shelves here. Alright, next, okay, we can do, and when we are happy, we click OK. So next I'm going to cover will be a bottle shelf generator. So based on this, we click on here and hang on for a while. You can see this thing, the bottle shelf appearing over here. Alright, so what we're going to do is that we will need to first pick a major point. Okay, click here, and the first major point, remember, is the bottom left front. So it's this point where my mouse is. Okay, bottom left front. So I'll click here for PYTHA to take the reference, and you can see this shelf automatically comes in here. Alright, next thing I want to touch on, okay, is we're going to click on how we can fit this whole bottle shelf that is being generated into our carcass. Okay, we can adjust it by using these dimensions over here. So I want you to click on width and zoom in and pick on this point here. Okay, you can see once that is done, PYTHA, zoom, reduce the dimension and put it in here. So we have settled the width. Next thing, we want to control the height. So I will zoom in here, I'll pick the point in front here, I'll click here and I click here. So this way PYTHA will string the height. Next thing, the depth. Okay, so I'll pick a point at the back. So I'll click here and we click a point here. And this way you can see PYTHA automatically align everything for you. So some of the things I want you to take note is that you can adjust. You can see over here, okay, what's the difference when we on and off this option here. Okay, so I think most of the time we will leave it on, okay, so that the shelf looks good. Alright, so other things that we want to adjust, we can adjust is the thickness of the shelf generator, okay, thickness of the shelf of your bottle shelf, okay, and we can also adjust the shelf width. Okay, please take note, okay, look at this shelf width over here. This shelf width right now is 70, so it refers to this point where my mouse is to this point. Okay, it is the diagonal wavelength. Okay, this is the shelf width that we are talking about along this axis that my mouse is drawing. Alright, we can also change the setback and tolerance, milling gap, etc. over here. Alright, so one thing I want to show you is that we can also turn the inclination to 0, for example, or 90. Okay, this way, okay, we can create a pigeonhole like structure, as you can see. And then the other thing I want you to take note is we can actually name the group part here and the part name. You can see that I have changed that to bottle shelf and the part name to bottle shelf generator. Okay, so this way you can see we can change it out. So let me just change this back to 45 degrees. Okay, when you're happy with it, click OK. So one thing I want to show you is that when I move my panel out, you can see that the cutting for this bottle shelf has been done nicely for you. So this is the beauty of the bottle shelf generator. So with that, I thank you for your time. Okay, remember we have covered 3 things here. 1, okay, right click, part 2's 1, multiple copy. Okay, second point that we are covering today is using the shelf generator. Remember, bottom, front, left, and top, right, back. Alright, that's the 2 points for shelf. Then cover the bottom shelf generator. Alright, which we choose the bottom left front over here as your major point, and when we adjust the height, width and depth after selecting it and clicking on points on the carcass. So with this, I would like to thank you for your time, and we hope to stay tuned for more videos in our collection. Thank you.